يصلون على النبي إن أراد النبي أن يستنكحا رسول الله يستنكحا رسول الله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. يستنكحا رسول الله يستنكحا رسول الله. إن أراد النبي أن يستنكحا وما كان لكم أن تؤذوا رسول الله رسول الله يستنكحا رسول الله يستنكحا رسول الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
رسول الله رسول الله رسول.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Alright, I guess I'm still waiting on the ex-Muslim. I'm being the Islamophobe, so how about some Ikra? guess we're still waiting. So while we wait, let's watch some shorts on YouTube and have fun. Screen.
What? Really? Mohammed? Is this right?
Did they kill anyone?
You're not supposed to say this kind of thing about this person.
Did they ever torture anyone to death? Did they ever take sex slaves?
Hold on. How did I?
So Casey, I guess it's
Alright.
Remember this game?
I haven't played that since I was a kid.
It's historical dictatorship edition. Saddam Hussein, Fidel Castro, Kim Jong-un. Let's play. Here's your card.
Okay, so here's how we play the game. First of all,
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
Really? Mohammed? Is this right?
Did they kill anyone?
You're not supposed to say this kind of thing about this person.
Did they ever torture anyone to death?
That's funny.
Did they take sex slaves? Did they ever have sex with a 9-year-old prepubescent child when they were in their 50s?
Awesome. That's great.
Whoever did this, thank you.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Almost. Wait, hold on. Wait a second here. It couldn't be Jeffrey Epstein.
I haven't played that since I was a kid.
It's historical dictatorship edition. Saddam Hussein,
I
Fidel
mean,
Castro, Kim
Jeffrey Epstein is
Jong-un.
not
Let's play.
dictator.
Here's your card.
okay, so here's how we play the game. First of all,
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
What? Really? Mohammed? Is this right?
Did they kill anyone?
You're not supposed to say this.
I don't think Jeffrey Epstein ever killed anyone, did he?
No, he didn't torture, I guess. I mean,
Uh,
you could
well, I
say
know
torture.
he didn't kill anybody. That's for sure.
Yes, of course, yeah.
At least that I know of.
Kind of thing about this person.
Did they ever torture anyone to death?
Torture? No, I don't. No. Torture to death? No. Yeah. I mean, it was. You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna take away my like, because it's kind of false pretense. All right, Amazigh, welcome.
Hi, how are
Bunny
you?
Amazigh.
It's been a long time, but I'm back, and you're back as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I just thought, let's do a spontaneous live stream. And I know you have a lot of things to say, so yeah. I mean, we were on Clubhouse, and you told me already, but yeah, if you wanna talk about it again live here
Yeah,
on
sure.
YouTube with 0 listeners, probably 10 people gonna listen afterwards. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I spent a few days in Morocco, and it was the occasion for me to visit that country for the first time, and it was only one city, so I have to be fair, and I didn't, go on a trip on many different cities, but this one, Marrakesh, is like known to be very open. People are, they call it Bled el Bahja, which means like the city of joy, because people are always laughing. There's a culture of humor. In fact, there's a famous festival of comedians there happening once a year during the summer, and they broadcast it in France, because it's a lot of French, Moroccan, North African, Black comedians. So people mostly like from modest background, but also like promoting the North African city. So yeah, it's quite famous for like cool things. It's a touristic place. It's known for the leather fabrications. They're very good at making leather bags and yeah, so very culturally and how to say, they're they know how to work things to sell them. It's a very good place for business as well, and many French people or Europeans, they plan to retire there, so it's a very welcoming city. Anyways, the rest is that they had like a Jewish quarter historically. They were Christians for a long time, Amazigh Christians, and you find almost no traces of that past. Like it's very limited, but it's been preserved, like the historical synagogue, the Jewish quarters. Um, Thanks to the king, so it's like Muhammad the 6th is like you know pr- protecting this heritage that is non-Islamic heritage. Um, and Morocco is like the best country out of the three, like Tunisia, Algeria, more welcoming, more open to the world. Moroccan diaspora in terms of students is very like trendy. They have good students, and those people often come back to their own country. Like they go study, they don't tend to stay. So good partnership with other schools around the world, and also like they're improving. Um, but it's like the Islam, the Sunni Islam that is in the minds of the people is still the same. So they will still like have problems with normalized violence, Sharia like set of rules, prostitution, pedophilia, and STDs that are underestimated because of the Islamic taboos, and still like that the terrorists and the Salafists, it takes a lot of effort to keep them away from taking over in those countries. You have to have a strong authority like the king, and I think the king is, since he studied in the West, he really implemented like some values, and um, you know um, due to his external influences, he's not like obeying by full Sharia like state.
I mean, he is the descendant of Muhammad, right?
That's also like something that less and less people believe, but that gave his family the legitimacy to rule. So it's like a tool
Mhm.
for the king to stay in place. They know
Of
how the
course it
people.
is.
But you have like an interview made by his own father, Hassan II, and he told the French in the 80s. He told the French television. He told them, yeah, the Moroccan people, they can emigrate to your country. They will tell you that they can integrate and that it will go well together. But I know that my people won't be able to do that because they don't share the same religion, they don't share the same history, and so the history was more horizontal in Europe. Like you can emigrate from Spain to France, you can immigrate from Ukraine to France, and those people will integrate well. But from Islamic country to European country, they will say they can integrate, but they won't be able to.
There is
And
one
that,
thing
yeah.
you said that I have to disagree with, and it's the King of Morocco somehow being more, uh, I don't know, progressive. Because you remember when I was on Clubhouse fighting this guy called Muller?
I remember. Yes, I remember him.
Yeah, so I went through a lot about Morocco because he was trying to tell us how beautiful Morocco was and how rich culture it was with Jewish uh, heritage sites, and that they are not anti-Semitic at all, and they love Jews. So I did some digging about Morocco, and I found a lot of horrible stuff. One of them was that West Sahara, that they have a big fight
Oh
between
yes,
Morocco and West Sahara.
Polisario. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to implement some order in your country, that's fine. But to go into the rebels' houses and raping their families, sisters, daughters, grandmothers, as a state official military police, is really much something condemnable. I'm just thinking, uh, because right now we have Israel Palestine, right? I mean, Israel is not doing that at all, and yet everybody is saying, "Oh, look how horrible these people are." And here we have Morocco getting away with this, and it's like nobody cares. As always, like it's such a double standard when it comes to these things. But yeah, there's it's true there's a lot of Jewish heritage sites, but then of course, I mean, there's been a lot of programs in Morocco too. So
No, but it's a very ambiguous mindset when you go there because you will see they respect the synagogue. They let, it's a touristic place. They, the employees inside are Muslims. Like they take care of, take care of the place. But it's mostly the Jewish community. Of course, you have like some people in charge of the museum part there that are Muslim hijabis and also, but at the same time, when you go outside in the quarter and they're selling like Fatma's hand with the Star of David, they sell mezuzahs and menorahs. You see, oh, it's beautiful from the outside, but then when you talk to the business people selling those things, the merchants, they'll tell you, oh, it used to be a Jewish quarter. It used to be Jewish businesses in this street, but alhamdulillah, it's not anymore, So when it comes to making money for tourists, they can sell like Jewish things. But when you talk to them, it's like, oh, yes, less Jews and alhamdulillah. And, it was very disturbing,
it's
Like,
like we're proud that we have preserved these Jewish heritage
yes,
sites,
a
but
past, yeah.
we also very proud that there is no Jews.
Exactly. So this is like very, very
Uh,
disturbing when you listen to that from a, a normal perspective. But from the Islamic perspective, it's totally justified. Like when they say the Torah used to be uncorrupted and it's part of the history, and the prophets were Jews and part of the Beni Israel. But now that Islam is here, they have to accept it and they have to disappear. So it's like that kind of narrative. Mm.
mm, very very strange. Also, remember years back now, there were two girls from Norway and Denmark who got brutally raped and then beheaded by the fringe ISIS groups in Morocco. Remember that? Remember that?
Yes, I remember. They were beheaded, right?
Yeah,
In a place, a non-touristic place when where they were. They went
yeah.
in a very like yeah, they got
And
far from the touristic places, yeah. Mm.
yeah, and I know that these people were arrested, and I heard that they were supposed to be executed, but I have not heard anything since, ever since they got imprisoned.
I
And I'm
guess we have
always
to check
asking about
the
this. I always asking people about this, and it seems like it's gone under the radar. Do you not? I guessing when you were in Morocco, no, like nobody cared about that. Nobody mentioned it or anything
I
like that,
think
right?
since it's a touristic country, they really are in control of their image. So maybe we would find news in Arabic about those people, but not really like internationally. So I don't even know if they were judged or if the court
Which
happened.
is amazing since they should be caring about the international image since these were two tourists. Yeah.
Maybe the families of the victims know more.
And
Yeah.
I also
Mm.
remember that uh, the good citizens of Morocco were trolling the family victims, sending them the the video of the girls being raped and then beheaded very
Oh,
brutally.
Didn't know about
and
that.
just trolling their family, saying, "Oh, we're so sorry. Oh, we're so sorry." And when they interviewed these people in those areas for tourists, like there was a smile on everybody's face when we were talking about it. Now, I don't know, maybe that's cultural, like, always put up a smile when you talk to a camera, no matter what, maybe.
Mm.
But it was really disturbing. And since then, I was convinced that this country is nothing more but a piece of shit country that consists of absolute horrible pieces of shit of people. I'm not even sorry because I saw that footage. I was following the news of what was going on, and I saw the reaction from the Moroccans. So since then, I have a very, very harsh view on Morocco.
A lot of tourists are Moroccan internationally too, like in Europe, we hear about them. But I wouldn't say like Muller that Morocco is wonderful and beautiful. I think it's like on a few aspects because they have to still rely on tourism and having a good PR and image, and because their king is somewhat influenced, like he's somewhere in the middle. He's carrying like a different set of value. He's not like a pro Sharia man fully. You could not say. Some people say he's an homosexual. He recently separated from his wife, and they're not living together anymore. But still, they didn't pronounce the divorce officially. Things like this, like we hear a lot of things about him. It seems like always when the country is contaminated by Islam, it's a piece of shit country. Always, that's always the case. It's just that we can
This
say
is
that because of the king and because of the tourism necessity, they are not keeping their population under a dome
I'm
like
sorry,
Algeria.
Amazik, but we have a critic. It seems like a Muslim with the name Allah
Hmm.
left us a comment. In the Quran, age of marriage 18 years, not 6. C46. I mean, sure. Let's see 46, Mr. Allah. By the way, isn't that shirk? Isn't that committing shirk by calling yourself Allah?
Even yeah, even if he was right, like why don't we have recordings that most of Islamic countries married at 18? Like how come you understood that and the scholars of the 14th century that were even contemporary to Muhammad didn't find this as a Sharia law? Like how do you explain that? Are you taking us for fools or how are you
Well, I
kidding?
mean, his name is Allah, so probably. But here is the verse. Test the orphans till they are fit to get married, reach full age. And if you find them of proper judgment, hand over their wealth to them, and do not devour it by spending excessively and hastily, fearing that will grow up. And whoever is not in need must abstain, and whoever is needy may use from it, and in a reasonable measure. And you hand over their wealth to them, get witness over them, and Allah is sufficient to take account. Where's the age 18 here,
Exactly.
Mr. Allah? Where's the number 18 here? And by the way, the full age, reach full age, this one is actually in brackets, meaning it's not in the Arabic one. So when the orphans get fit to get married, uh, this is very arbitrary when somebody will decide when they can get married. And usually it is whenever whoever is in control over them, the kafala system. By the way, Amazi, we were talking about this, right? The kafala system. So whoever is in control over them will decide when they get married. And nothing in the Sharia says that you need to wait until they are uh, past the puberty. That's the problem with Islam. I'm sorry, but this is the problem. Link? What link? What are you talking about? Link. Link to what? You're the one who gave
Yeah.
us this verse.
Exactly. Mm. You're
Link.
projecting your values on Islam. instead of letting Islam telling you your values, Allah. So it's cute, but you have nothing to back up your claim, and your kind of Islam is just a dream, a fantasy, and your own children, when they find out about Islam, they will have like
I
probably a
think he wants
different
to.
way.
I think he wants to join and have a discussion with us. I don't know. I didn't plan on having a Muslim scream at us. I thought we were going to talk about Morocco. But do you want to talk to him
Yeah, I
or
mean,
her,
sure,
whoever it is?
it's an opportunity. I think
All
it's a
right,
good thing. Yeah.
all right. Here's the link if you want to come up and talk to us. All right. Let's see how this goes.
Hello, how do people? How you?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Uh, yeah, if you read that 4:6, uh,
Uh-huh.
and you have to find did you understand this fully?
Yes.
Yes. So,
You're asking us? I mean, you know what? You're the Muslim,
yeah,
so
yeah. No, no,
you're the one with the tafsir. So
yeah,
please
yeah,
give us your tafsir.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, in this ayat is saying about the orphan people, orphan, children. If you are raising the orphan children, and their parent have give some left, the uh, property for their children, and the children are very young, children. They are children, so you have to give their property back to their children. So you need to find the what age you should give those property to them. What age going to be. So of course they have to grow up, until they can take care the property. For instance, the children, orphan children are look 4 5 year olds, and so when you're going to give them a property to them, you have to make sure they are understand capable of take care of those property. So that age could be possibly be 18 years, so that age
Where
also.
does it say 18 though?
So what age you will give those children?
No. Where
According,
does it say the age 18?
no, no, it doesn't say that. That's my.
Right. So why do you say it? Why do you say it says 18?
Okay, okay, okay. But I'm asking you a question. You
Why are you
raise
asking me?
to talk to you.
Yeah, but I'm not a Muslim,
No,
right?
whatever you are.
This is the Quran, and in the Quran, it doesn't say the age 18. What it says, if you look at the commentaries, like Ibn Abbas,
No, no. Forget.
to be fair, they say the age of puberty, right? That's what they
No,
say. Jalalain, let's see here. Uh, through puberty, legal age, all right? Ibn Kafir says,
for
mm,
what? For what? Puberty for what? To do what?
that's when they come to the age of marriage.
No, no.
The
It's
age
not
of
about.
puberty, okay, here we go. The age of puberty, according to the majority of scholars, comes when the child has a wet dream. Oh my God.
That's it,
All right.
brother. The
That's
orphan.
true. That's true. This is when they actually can fast Ramadan for both girls
Really?
and boys.
That early? Oh, you had a wet dream, time to fast, Ramadan.
Yeah, for guys, because
Oh
then
my God.
they don't have a period, and women it's period.
Oh, what do you think of that, Said?
I'm talking about that ayat, and for according to that ayat, is a 18-year-old is a you give them their property, and
But
that is
Said, nobody says 18 here. It even
no,
says when the child has a wet dream,
what is this
right?
about?
Even Kafir says, right? The age of puberty, according to the majority of scholars, comes when the child has a wet dream.
Okay, okay, okay. This is about a child of puberty and you give their property to them when they are in poverty.
Come again?
Brother, that ayat about the orphanage, and you have to give them their property back. So you have to find which age is proper to give them their property.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the property. I'm talking about the age of marriage. You said again, this is your comment. In the Quran, age of marriage 18 year, not 6 C46. This is where we're at, and this is the tafsir of 46.
Mhm. So that
So I don't see the number 18 anywhere.
so we have to find out that according to that ayah, we have to find out what age could be,
Well,
because
I'm sorry, but
we
it says here the age of puberty, according to the majority of scholars, comes when the child has a wet dream.
no, in that ayah you have to give their property to them, and a 9-year-old girl you cannot give the
Why? But
property
I don't
to them,
understand why you're talking about property.
because that ayat about the property, you have to give those orphans their
But
property back to them.
Saeed, you used this ayah to show us that the age of marriage is 18.
Yeah, according to that ayah,
Yeah,
it's
you're not talking about property.
yeah, property, you have to
The, the,
give the
pro-
orphan their
the
property.
question of property is secondary
Okay,
to
okay,
what we are discussing. I don't know
okay,
how you would tie in about property with the age of marriage. That's what you claimed.
okay. Bring that ayah. I will read it to you.
It is this ayah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
giving you
will
the
read to.
tafsir of this ayah.
I will read
Here we
it
go.
to
Here we
you.
go. This is the
Okay,
ayah you're talking about.
okay. I will read it to you. Okay, and test the orphan till they are fit to get married. Okay, test the orphan until they get fit to marry. Full reach full age. Then, if you find them of proper judgment, if you find their, they have a maturity, if you find proper judgmental, they can make a judgment, if they want to do, and they make a proper judgment on that. If they have that kind of maturity to make a judgment, and hand over to their wealth to them. Agar if you find the maturity in them, then you give them their property. So a 6-year-old girl cannot have make a judgment, okay, proper judgment, okay. So 6 years you cannot give a 6-year-old orphan to their property, okay. When the maturity will be 18-year-old,
How do
and
you know
that
that? How do you know that, Said?
the whole world knows 18-year-old
The whole
capable
world
of
knows?
driving car. Listen. The
Who can,
driving car.
wait a second, Said. This is very arbitrary because unless it's from Allah or Muhammad, you cannot claim that the whole world knows or that it's stand to reason. If
Yeah.
it's not found in the Quran or Muhammad said it, then you cannot say that, well, this is what I think. Because then you're making up your own tafsir as you go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have to give the property to the orphan. So you have to find what age would be proper to give their property to them.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Where can we know exactly what age
Mhm.
is when they reach to become in puberty, aka when they are in judgment of their own? Well, I
Yeah.
told you in the tafsir I just showed you, Ibn Kafir, when they have their first dream.
No, forget we don't need tafsir. We have a brain, Why
Oh,
we
we
need
don't
a
need
tafsir?
tafsir. We have a
No.
brain now.
You have a
Okay.
brain. You have a brain or not?
So hold
With
on, hold
tafsir
on.
only for
Are you
tafsir
telling
only
me? Are
for.
you telling me that you can interpret Allah's words any way you like?
So you think Ibn Khatir can interpret? I cannot interpret.
Are you a scholar?
No. I'm a scholar. Every
You
person
are.
can be a scholar. Those person,
Alhamdulillah, we have a scholar with us. We're
the
blessed.
person who use brain,
Praise be to
he's a
Allah.
scholar. The person who use brain, he's a scholar. He, she
The
is a
person
scholar.
who uses a brain,
This is very this ayah very small,
Saeed,
very easy to
Saeed, are you?
understand.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that you can go against Allah's words if you
No,
use
no,
your
I
brain?
cannot. I cannot go. That's why I have to understand myself. If a
So
idiot
where do
says,
you get the
if
age of 18?
if if an idiot says you can marry 6-year-old girl, then you are just stupid. You just following those them because they say they are
I
small.
agree, you are stupid, but that's what Allah
This
commands.
this ayah very
This is
simple
what
to
Allah
understand.
commands, right?
Yeah, this ayah very simple to understand. Allah's telling you to when they get mature, then you give them their property back, and that's the age of marriage.
What does it say in this
So
ayah? Can you read what it says in this ayah?
look, if I am raising a offer,
Saeed, can you read this ayah?
what that?
Can you read the ayah on the stage, that you see on the screen?
O people who believe, obey Allah and the noble messenger, and among those among you who are in authority. So if there is a dispute among you concerning any matter, refer it to Allah and noble messenger for judgment. Uh, for judgment. If you
Hmm.
believe in Allah and last day, this is better and has the best outcome.
So who are you to come now in the 21st century and tell us that your brain is better than Allah and Muhammad?
So Allah what is in the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad doesn't give anything about it, and the tafsir is not you have to agree with them. So only left is the
Really?
Quran.
We have the tafsir right here. Let's see.
No, but
Uh,
those are idiots.
Uthman ibn Tala and his fellow
I
believers
mean,
obey
those
Allah,
are idiot.
obey
You're going to
Messenger,
take.
and those of authority, the leaders of military expedition. It is also that it means the men of sacred knowledge. And if you have any dispute concerning any matter, refer to Allah, the book of Allah and the Messenger, and to the practice of the Messenger, if you are in truth believers in the last day, resurrection after death. That referring to the matter of to the book of Allah and the practices of His Messenger. So again, since Muhammad did not care about 18, the age of 18, and Allah doesn't talk about the age of 18. Well, who are you to come and tell us it's the age of 18?
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad said you have to take consent of the girl for marriage.
Oh
A
yes,
six,
yes,
yes, yes.
the silence of the virgin. We're well aware.
Listen.
Yes,
Uh, you have to take consent of the
yes, the
girl.
silence. Yes, the silence.
Listen to me.
All right.
He said you have to take consent of the girl. A 6-year-old girl cannot give you consent for marriage. You understand? 6-year-old girl does not know what is the meaning of
What does
marriage.
it say here, Said? What does it say?
What?
What does it say in this Sunnah.com?
Yeah. I asked the Prophet, O Allah Messenger, should the woman be asked for their consent to their marriage? He said, yes. I said, a virgin, if asked, feel shy and keep quiet. He said, her silence means her consent. Huh, yeah,
Hmm.
some people they're shy about telling
Hmm.
to parent, I
So a
want to
virgin
marry.
child, can give her consent by being silenced.
Yeah, if she's a shy person,
Right.
that means,
A
listen.
virgin child, because she's a virgin, doesn't
Yeah,
say anything about the age. It just said
what,
a virgin.
yes, virgin,
Mm.
if she's virgin and she's 18-year-old and she's shy about
Again,
it.
Said, where do you get the
Virgin means
age of
what?
18?
Virgin means what?
You are committing a bid'ah when you talk about the age of 18. You know that. Because nowhere is the age
So,
of 18 found
so
in the Sunnah or the Quran. So you
okay,
are
okay.
inventing bid'ah. You're evoking Allah's wrath right now. You're saying something that's not found in the Hadith or the Quran.
Yeah.
You are actually innovating Allah's words.
Look, which girl will shy about when she when you ask her in marriage, which girl would shy about it?
The virgin girl, according to Muhammad.
What a virgin? Virgin means
The
what?
virgin girl, according to Muhammad.
Virgin, 1 year old girl be also virgin.
It doesn't say any age. It just says a virgin, and if she's shy, then her silence is consent.
But she don't understand what the 1 year old
I
girl. If
agree.
you
I
ask
agree. I
her,
agree. I
she's gonna.
agree.
You
Saeed,
think
I agree completely. The problem here
you think
is
she?
that, hold on, Saeed. I agree completely. The problem here is that Islam doesn't care.
No, 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 no. People like you don't want to understand.
No,
That's
I
the
understand
problem.
fully. It's you who committing bid'ah on Allah's perfect words.
Look
Yeah,
over.
you think that Muhammad and Allah are always right, always corresponding to your own values. So you're distorting what you read in Islam. You're biased, and you don't want to look at it as it is. Muhammad married Aisha at 6 years old. You know, so he was the first not to follow your very obvious rule. So it doesn't make sense to me. Your own
Muhammad
prophet
said.
did. Your
Muhammad
own
said.
prophet didn't wait 18 years old. Your own prophet. So make
Muhammad
it make
said.
sense.
Muhammad said you have to ask for her permission. A 6 year old does not know what is the meaning of marriage, so she
Yes,
cannot
that's why
get
they included
permission to
the
marry.
caveat. That's why they included the caveat that if she's quiet, then the silence is the
That
consent.
yeah, 6 year old does not get shy about the marriage. She don't know what is that mean.
Are you saying that Muhammad did something wrong?
No, I'm saying to you don't want to understand.
I'm asking you. Are you saying that Muhammad did something wrong here?
What's wrong? He's saying you have to take consent.
You said a
No, what
6-year-old
he
doesn't even
did.
understand what's going on, right? Just
He
said that.
married a 6 year old. Or are you one of those people who think Aisha was 18? Are you one of those people?
You know why do you want to marry a 6 year old girl? Tell me why he want to marry a 6 year old girl. What he gonna do about it?
Ask your prophet. He did that with Aisha. What are you talking about?
Look, if you have sex, she will die.
Once again, tell that to Muhammad then. Why he did that to Aisha if it's so horrible according to you?
Look,
Why did
look.
your role model do that to a young 6 year old girl that couldn't
Look,
understand marriage or have
yeah,
sex at 6?
because this idiot wrote this hadith says Muhammad does
Hadith from
not read
Aisha
hadith.
herself.
Aisha
Aisha wrote, Aisha made Sahih Hadith herself saying she was 6. You know that.
Aisha doesn't say yeah this hadith sahih hadith. Bukhari said this sahih hadith.
Yes, but
So
you are
Bukhari was
using
wrong now?
Sahih Hadith to know how to pray, to know how to fast. Why do you select between one Sahih Hadith and another one? They're
Okay,
both equal. So you have to be coherent at some point. It's
so
not pick and choose.
some Sahih Hadith said Prophet Muhammad was a very good man, not a liar. Would you believe that?
Good according to
Does it?
who? To the seventh
Is there a
century
hadith?
standards?
Wait a second. Is there a hadith that says that
Yeah, there are a lot of hadith.
Muhammad was a good man and not a liar?
Yes, yes, yes. There are
Really?
hadith. He was known to be a truthful person,
Muhammad was known to be a
a,
truthful.
a truthful
Known
person.
to be. I gotta check this one. Known to be
Yeah.
a
So
truthful
yes, yes.
person.
He was known to be a I mean, yeah, I mean something like that. I forgot the Arabic name. Yamin kuch hai, but he was a truthful. Hadith said that. So you don't believe that. You
No,
don't
I don't
believe
know.
that.
I don't know. Can you give me the reference?
Yeah, I know that there
Bukhari.
is
If
big.
it's Bukhari, then
I don't know. I just like to know the reference. I
Oh,
mean,
there are a lot of positive things about.
this is what I got when I searched it. It was narrated from Abu Hurairah that the Messenger of Allah said, "There will come to the people years of treachery. when the liar will be regarded as honest, an honest man will be regarded as a liar. The traitor will be regarded as faithful, and the faithful man will be regarded as a traitor. And the Ruwaibidah will decide matters. It was said, who are the Ruwaibidah? He said, violent based men who control the affairs of the people.
It's
I
still a
mean,
good
nothing,
saying.
nothing here says anything
No,
about
no, no.
Muhammad being honest. It's
You
just,
ask,
dictating a story.
yeah, yeah. You ask some Muslim, they may have those saying he was known to be a truthful person.
Well, I would love to see any reference to that. Like, if you
Yeah,
have
I
any.
don't have, but
Hmm.
you can ask some people knows about
Ah, no,
hadith.
no. Here we go. I got it. Let's see. Let's see. Is this a? Oh, this is a big one. Um, think there's something about him being truthful here. Commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah's messenger. Blah blah blah. Blah. Was in the form of good, righteous, true dreams in his sleep. All right. So since Allah gave him a true vision of marrying Aisha when she was a girl, that is also him having a good dream. He never had a dream, but that it came true like bright daylight, just like when he married Aisha. He used to go in seclusion, the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah. Mhm.
That's just like you can be a truthful person and still marry a child.
No,
I
but
don't.
no, he's a truthful person. Then he will be on his own word. He will keep his own word. When he said to you have to take consent of the girl for marriage, then he will be staying the truth to that words. 6-year-old cannot give you permission to marry her.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
but her father can, like Abu
No,
Bakr Siddiq.
no, but it says
He
to the
gave
girl, not
permission.
the parents. He said to consent of the girl, not the parent.
No, it's the legal tutor of the girl.
It doesn't say that. You have to take permission from the girl.
no, it's very true that. By the way, hello Illumi. How are you?
Hey,
Hey
hello.
guys, hello.
Hello, nice to see you. Well, it
Mm.
is true in the Sharia that the father are are eligible to marry off his daughter, just like Abu Bakr did with Aisha. So, Saeed, I don't know if you're a real Muslim though. Like, it seems like I'm talking to somebody who doesn't even know his religion.
Yeah, yeah. You like those Muslim who agree she married to 6-year-old girl.
I don't
You
like
like
them.
that one.
I don't like them. I'm
No,
just
no, you love
like,
them. You
why?
love them.
Why? No, no, no. Here's the thing. They at least they're honest
They're
about what their
Yes,
honest.
religions
yes.
say.
But what happening today, many Muslim are rejecting because it's
Mm.
making them feel shame. Or Muslim children are questioning this kind of prophet. How can
Yeah,
I
I
believe
hope
in
they
this
become
prophet?
ex-Muslims.
So
Yes, I want them to
no,
become
no.
ex-Muslims.
Look.
No, you'd rather lie to them and have an incoherent discourse like yours, saying that Islam is claiming that it's 18 for marriage, and then being uncomfortable that Muhammad did the opposite of what you just said, and you claim as if it was obvious inside of the religion when your own prophet didn't obey that rule. That's a bit hypocrite. Of course, people will flee
Look,
from that kind of reasoning, if we can call that reasoning. That's
look, look.
propaganda.
Look, this about the 6-year-old girl. Uh, Muslim never did this kind of stuff because Muslim don't read hadiths. They don't even read the Quran.
Are
So, but
Taliban not real Muslims?
listen. So today,
Are
what
Taliban not real Muslims?
was that?
Are the Taliban, are they not real Muslims?
They are Muslim. I mean, true
Right.
Muslim.
So they
I
marry.
don't say those are
Yeah, they
true
marry
Muslim.
children. It's
They
in the Sharia in the Taliban land of
ah, they,
Afghanistan. It's
they
Sharia.
do some.
It's Sunnah to marry children.
They do good thing and they do evil thing. So
But
I
they're
don't.
Muslims. They're following the Sharia. So
Everything
you
they
cannot
do,
say
I
that they're
don't.
not real Muslims, right?
Yeah, they do some lot of evil thing, So I
So
don't say that.
Muhammad was evil. Okay, so Muhammad was evil.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm talking about the modern age. The Muslim will reject the 6-year-old girl marrying
Mm,
because they have no choice but to leave Islam or
mm,
reject the Hadith. 6-year-old girl.
I
They,
rather they leave Islam because
yeah,
if you
but
look at
but
the
they're gonna
Quran,
they
Said,
are not gonna leave
can you read
Islam.
what is on the screen here? Can you read the screen?
Yeah, Muslim not gonna leave Islam, but they're gonna reject the
Mm.
Hadith.
Can you read it? Can you read it on the screen?
Oh, and for those of you women who have no menstruation, hope of menstruation. Yeah, I read is does nothing say about in the marriage age. It doesn't say this ayah. There is no age for marriage
What
in
does
this
it
ayah.
say about those who have not menstruated yet?
No, it's nothing about the. It's only about the menstruation period. How long you have to take a period. It's nothing
And
about
of
when you
those who
get.
have not menstruated
It,
yet?
is in this ayah there is no mention of age of marriage.
I know, but it says you can divorce
You cannot
those who
marry.
have not menstruated yet.
Look, brother, it's only talking about those women who married their period of uh, uh, 3-month period. That's all he's talking about. Nothing about marriage. So you take making
They
about
are
marriage in
already
their.
okay. They are already married. It's about divorcing them.
Yeah, divorcing them. There are many situations. Look, the women get menses,
This
period.
is Abbas, along with those who have not because of young age. Their waiting period is 3 months. Oh, Messenger of Allah, what about the waiting period of those who have not menstruated because they are too young? 3 months.
Well, those are tafsir, That's not word of God.
Right, but it said, right as I showed you, Quran 4, verse 59, that you should obey Allah, the Messenger, and those of authority over you, meaning those of knowledge.
Okay, according to your understanding, in this
My
ayah,
understanding, this is the Sunnah.
brother boy,
It's funny how an Islamophobe knows about Islam more than a Muslim.
listen. What understand my question. According to this ayah, what age allowed to marry in this ayah?
It says nothing about the age of marriage. What it says is you can divorce prepubescent girls.
What's that?
It says you can divorce prepubescent girls.
Previous and girls means could be anything. Tell me,
Ugh, it's like
could be
talking to a
anything,
wall.
right? Could be anything, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. A
yeah, yeah,
prepubescent girl could be anybody.
yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean,
Pre-
Amazigh here is prepubescent.
Prepubescent girl
Ilumi is
means
also prepubescent.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I can be prepubescent. I identify as a woman. I mean, who knows? Allahu alam.
Prepubescent girl means any age, right? 3% girl means any age from starting from one
Okay,
year
okay,
to
okay.
one
We
year
just
to
okay. Hold on, hold on. Are you claiming that a prepubescent girl could be anybody?
no, I'm not talking about anybody, any age between 1 to 9 or 12.
Okay, according to chapter 4, verse 6, the one that you showed us on the tafsir, it said, and Amazik told us as well, that when somebody hits puberty, it's when they got their red dream. And Amazik here told us that this is when they are seemed to be able to be practicing in Ramadan. So that is, according to Islamic standards, when you hit puberty. So prepubescent girl is anybody who has not have a wet dream yet, according to 4-6.
Yeah, what is you have to pick one age, you know, 3% girl. Which age you going
Okay,
to prefer?
okay.
One
According to
year,
Islamic
1 year,
standards,
2 year,
okay,
three
according
year,
to
four
Islamic
year, 5 year,
standards,
6 year.
Said, according to Islamic standards, prepubescent means those who have not menstruated yet.
Yeah, that could be 1 year girl.
Does that make it better?
That could be 1 year.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better.
Oh, that could be 6 year old.
Yeah, that's make it even more evil.
Oh, that could be 12-year old.
Yeah, still doesn't make it better.
That could be 16-year-old girl, or
Still
that
doesn't
could be
make it better.
18-year-old girl.
Mm, still doesn't make it better.
That could be 18-year-old girl.
Yeah, still doesn't
Some
make it better.
some some girl does not have menses
Mm.
even after 20
You know,
years.
can you show me a hadith where can you show me a hadith or a Quran verse and ayah where Allah goes through the medical aspects of menopause and puberty and precocious puberty. Can you show me where Allah says, "Oh, you who believe, there is a rare case of precocious puberty in girls." And when I talk about those who have not menstruated yet, I'm talking about those who has a problem with menstruation. Can you show me that verse?
Yeah,
Because if we go by the standards of when girls usually start their puberty and menstruation, it's all between, I don't know, 12 to 16, depending on who, like, the region and stuff. But what we know is that Aisha was prepubescent because she was playing with dolls. And playing with dolls is seen as something that is immature and it's only for kids. As soon as you become mature, aka hit puberty, aka having a menstrual cycle, the first sign of menstrual cycle, or according to 4-6, your first red dream, then you're supposed to throw away those dolls.
uh, brother, I for this I study about the menstruation. I study. I mean, on internet, of course. What I found out, there are many type of people. Girls do not have menstruation. First, the older age people from 40 year to 51 year. They have a average age. Some will stop.
Are you telling me that
Could you
wait, are you telling me Khadija didn't have her menstruation?
how do I know that?
I'm asking you.
No, no. How do I know that when she stopped menstruating? So
I'm asking you.
don't ask something I don't know.
Right,
Uh, so,
but you do know that this ayah exists. You know that this hadith exists. So why are you playing like you don't understand what it says?
okay, but let me explain to you about menstruation. I think I have a study.
Are
The
you a doctor?
old,
Wait.
yeah.
Number one, are you a doctor?
No, I study. I said study on Google. So I
You study
found
on
out
Google.
this.
All right.
Those are studied by the doctors. Those comments make on Google are doctors. Okay, so they said the older women 40 to 51 they stop. Some women 40, some women
Uh,
51, or some women
how big of a
55.
percentage? How big of a percentage have that rare condition?
Was that
How many women in the world have that condition?
all women stop from stop
All women.
period from
Are,
40 to
are you telling
51
me?
year.
Wait. Are you telling me that women will not be able to become pregnant until the age of 45 and 50? Is
No,
that
no,
the norm for women?
those are exceptional cases.
Exactly. So that's why I'm asking you how many percentage of the study you're talking about i- is mentioned
The
statistically
average
for the
age,
women in the world, right? You're
average age
talking
from,
about a very rare case here.
and I think you have
Same
some
thing,
kind of
same thing with
problem.
precocious
You
puberty. It's a very rare
you,
case.
you have a listening problem. I think you should
I don't
before
think so.
you
I think
solve
you
those
have a
problem.
problem with.
Then
No,
you
no, no. I
can
no,
talk.
no. Say it. I don't think I have a problem. I think you have a problem actually uh, trying to have
How
the
how
cake and eat it
how,
too, because you
how
don't want
can
to be recognized with what Muhammad did, and at the same time calling him the perfect man because you know it's wrong. So you have to come up with these mental gymnastics in your head, and it doesn't add up. It makes no sense at all.
So this is China for you just talking to Christian, or you plan to talk
Okay,
to
so now
Muslim
you're
too?
gonna shift the topic, really?
No, no, no. You
We
wanted to
already
talk to
shifted the
Muslim,
topic
or
for
you
your
just a
sake.
Christian who agree to you? That's the only people you're going to talk, or
I
you
don't
can
think
have a conversation with
I don't
Muslim.
think anybody here is a Christian, by the way, Saeed.
Brother, you do not want to talk, or you do not want to listen. You just want to say something, nasty thing about
Saeed,
Muslim, and you
Saeed,
feel good about it. That's all
Saeed,
you do.
Saeed, don't blame me that your Muhammad is a pedophile. Deal with it,
No, yeah, but
right?
that's okay. That's
You
okay.
can
You believe,
you deal with your Muhammad being a pedophile and he did what he did,
but
and
he's
it's in your sources. You deal with the
look,
fact that Allah condones uh, this this kind of behavior, meaning pedophilia,
but
divorcing prepubescent
your
girls.
religion is dying. Your Christianity is dying. Why?
I'm not a Christian, you idiot. So what?
Now you deny Christ.
Wait a second, Saeed. Wait a second, Saeed.
Are you atheist? Are you atheist? Are you
Saeed,
Hindu?
hold on. Yes,
What
you
you
know
are?
what? Yes, I'm an
Wh-
atheist. Please ask me
What
the
you are?
question. Yes, I'm an atheist. Please ask me the question. Ask me
Okay.
the question, Saeed. I'm an atheist. Go ahead, ask me. I know what you're gonna ask me. Go ahead and ask me.
Condemn the Christ.
Condemn Christ? Why should I do that? Uh, uh,
Why should I
J-
do? Tell,
that
tell
wasn't that's not the
he,
question. That's
Christ
not the
is a
question.
liar.
Hold on,
Just
Saeed.
say Christ is a
Okay,
liar.
you know what? I will condemn Christ when you condemn Muhammad for being a pedophile.
See,
Can you
you
condemn
are
Muhammad for being
Christian.
a pedophile?
You are a Christian. You are a
I'm not a
Christian.
Christian. I have nothing against Jesus. He
Christian.
didn't
You
listen.
are
Jesus
Christianity
didn't
is
fuck rape a 9-year-old.
Christianity is dying, brother.
Said, did Jesus rape a 9-year-old? Did Jesus say it's okay to rape prepubescent girls, like it says here in the Quran?
Oh, brother. I I think
Said,
you.
I'm disappointed at you because Muslims, when they know that I'm an atheist, their question is, what's stopping you from fucking your mother?
Uh,
That's
uh,
usually the number one
Sam,
question atheists ask me. Well, ask
Samuel
all the Muslims.
Tawheed. Samuel Tawheed. And you are atheist.
Of course.
Tawheed, you believe in Tawheed, and you atheist,
The
huh?
Tawheed is upon me. The Tawheed is upon. I mean, the thing is, I'm a better Muslim than you
You
are,
even
Saeed.
deny Christ. You
Saeed,
even deny
Saeed, Saeed,
Christ.
Saeed, I'm a better Muslim than you are because you're committing bid'ah upon Allah's uncorrupted words. You reject the hadith. You don't want to acknowledge what Muhammad did. You're saying what Muhammad did was evil, and you're nothing but a munafiq.
His religion is destroying
Saeed, you're nothing but a
Christianity.
munafiq.
His religion
You committing
destroying your
shirk. You're committing
Christianity,
shirk.
bro.
You're committing shirk. You're saying everything you do is actually against what Allah teaches in the Quran. Allah tells you to follow the Prophet, follow his words,
Mhm.
not to interpret Allah's words as your own. That is actually haram, Saeed, and you keep doing it. Very, very haram of you, Saeed.
But it's not working. Your tactic is not working, bro.
My tactic is not working. I don't know. I think you're the one who has a problem with.
Look, you use
No. Hold on. You're the one having a problem with your Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, who is supposed to be perfect, doing very immoral deeds like raping a 9-year-old. You have a problem with that. You told us that everybody knows that having sex with a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, is disgusting. It's wrong. Everybody knows that, and yet your Muhammad did it, and yet it's condoned in the Quran. So don't come here and blame me. You have to figure out why you're a Muslim still, because you
brother.
know it doesn't. It's not gonna fit that you're a Quran alone. You know that this
Oh, I
religion
believe in
is
hadith.
against what you
I
believe
believe
is
in
good.
hadith, bro. I believe in hadith, but
You believe
not.
in the Hadith now.
Yeah, I believe in hadith,
Mm,
but not the
mm.
dirty
But not
hadith.
the ones, that says something bad that you don't like, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
In the future, all Muslim going to be like me, bro. In future, Muslim going to reject many hadiths. and keep the
Yes,
good one. Good
based
hadith.
on your own based because you are embarrassed. Based on your own embarrassment,
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
why.
tell us, I'm gonna
That
reject this hadith and that
yeah,
hadith.
yeah,
You're
that's what
self-proclaimed,
how
Said. You're a
all,
self-proclaimed scholar.
all
You're a
Muslim going to
self-proclaimed
reject
scholar.
6-year-old girl
Okay,
marriage
okay,
to
Said. You know
Prophet.
what? Let's play a game. You say you follow the hadith. All right, let's
Yes,
see
yes.
here.
A,
Do
a
you
good
reject?
hadith.
Yeah.
Only
Do you
good.
reject this hadith?
I believe on only good
Okay,
hadith.
only good hadith. Do you reject this hadith?
That the Prophet married her when she was. Yes, yes, yes,
You reject this hadith.
yes, yes.
All right, you're a munafiq. Do you reject this hadith?
The Messenger of Allah said, "If one of you want to attend the prayer, let her not touch perfume." Yeah, these are also stupid.
Oh, you reject this one too, even though
Yes.
it's Darus Salam Sahih.
Yeah, yeah.
do, do,
Those
do
are
you reject
idiot.
this hadith?
Yeah, anything agent our mind, our thinking, then I reject those hadiths.
Okay, there is a Quran verse that says that even if you think it's good for you, it's not up to you to decide because Allah knows and you do not.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that, right? There's a
I
Quran
agree
verse.
with that.
You agree
Many,
with that, and
yeah,
yet you reject the hadith,
yeah. I
even though
reject.
it says that you should follow. You should follow the sunnah.
No, no. Prophet does not write hadiths.
You're
Yeah,
breaking
people
up now.
after his death, 300 years later, they wrote the hadiths. Prophet even they does not get approval from Prophet.
Oh, absolutely, you do approve of the prophet. You need the approval of the
He
prophet.
was
That's what Islam is built upon, the
But
approval of the
they
prophet.
wrote
What are you
hadith.
talking about? Yo, are you even a Muslim, Saeed? Or are you just wasting your time? I'm starting to believe that
Jihad,
you're not a real Muslim.
I'm a jihadi Muslim.
You're a jihadi Muslim, huh?
Yes, yes. That's it. I'm
You're a jihadi
100%
Muslim,
Muslim.
and yet you're committing bid'ah. You're committing bid'ah. Why? I mean, how
Yeah.
can a jihadi Muslim commit bid'ah? That's amazing.
No, in the future, all Muslims going to do the bidah. They're going to reject the 6-year-old hadith.
And again, how are you gonna reconcile what's in the Quran? How are you gonna
You know
reconcile this one in the Quran?
what one? Oh no, that doesn't say anything about marriage. It's all about
Oh
menstruation
my
waiting
God!
period.
Again, like it's talking about divorce. You have to be
When
married
is there
before
was?
the divorce.
Okay, okay, hi guys, that was. But when you gonna marry? It doesn't say when you marry. It's about divorce and waiting period. But
And
it
why
doesn't
does it
say
talk
when you
about the
going to
waiting
marry.
period? Why does it talk about the waiting period? Okay, I don't think you know. I don't think you know your own Quran. Okay, here we go. 228. What does it say here?
Uh, and women and divorced women shall restrain themselves for 3 months period, menstruation period, and it is not lawful for them to conceal what Allah has concealed in their womb if they believe in Allah and last day. Yeah, if any woman uh, seeking divorce, they have to menstruation for I mean waiting period for 3 months.
Okay, good,
Oh,
good.
yeah, nothing about age.
Okay, good, good. Oh, yeah, we get there. What does it say here?
Oh, people who believe if you marry Muslim women and divorce them without having touched them, so far you there is no waiting period for the woman. Yeah,
Hmm,
yeah. If you married any girl and you do not touch her sexually, I mean you do
hmm,
not have intercourse,
hmm.
so then there is no period for to
All
waiting.
right. So when chapter 2, 228 was revealed, all right, the divorced women shall restrain themselves for 3 menstrual periods. So they have touched them. The husbands have touched them during this time. Otherwise, there would be no idda period.
Mhm.
Now we go to 65:4. It's al-talaq, divorce. And here it says, and for those women who have no hope of menstruation, if you doubt the appointed period is 3 months. And also for those who have not yet had menstruation. Understand?
Mhm.
That means that these prepubescent girls has been touched by their husbands, and therefore the Iddah period is upon them. And this verse, by the way, right? Again, if we go with the tafsir, right? They came to him and said, where is the story? It ends when she gives birth. Wait. There is a story. There are two options. First is the saying of a group of Salaf like Mujahid, Az-Zuhri, and Ibn Zayd. That is, if they see blood and there is doubt if it was menstrual blood or not. The second is that if you do not know the ruling in this case, then know that their iddah is 3 months. This has been reported by Sa'id bin Jubair and is the view preferred by Ibn Jarir. And this is the more obvious meaning. Supporting this view is what is reported from Ubay bin Ka'b that he said, "O Allah's Messenger, some women were not mentioned in the Quran." This is the 200 Surah Al-Baqarah 228. The young, the old, and the pregnant. The young, the old, right? The young. And then Allah said, those in menopause among your women, the iddah, if you have doubt, is 3 months, and for those who have no courses, and for those who are pregnant, right? Then we have Ibn Abi Hatim recorded a simpler narration that this is from blah, blah, blah. Iddah of divorce, some people in Malaysia, there are still some women whose iddah has not been mentioned in the Quran. They are the young, the old, and the pregnant. Those in menopause among your women, for them iddah have no doubts, is 3 months, and for those who have no courses. I don't know how much more clear this needs to be that Allah
Brother,
condones.
Islam going to take over Christianity in few decades.
Is that really your response?
Yeah, that's what it is.
So when you have nothing else, you're just gonna say Islam is gonna dominate us. I mean,
Brother,
this is exactly the issue with Islam, right? This is why we talk about Islam, because idiots like you come up and lie, and then you want to talk about how we misinterpret things, and once we actually show you the undisputed truth about Islam, and you have nothing else, you try to throw in a Hail Mary and say Islam is gonna take over. So yeah, we're gonna wait for Islam to take over so Islam can indulge child marriage according to Sharia. Really? Come on. Yeah. Bye, Saeed. I don't know what happened to my other friends, but if they come back, I hope they come back, we can perhaps go back talking about Morocco. In the meantime, if Saeed is still watching, he can listen to some good music.
واضربوهن فإن واضربوهن النساء كان عليا وبذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين والجار ذي القربى والجار الجنب واضربوهن النساء
Well, Saeed's jihad mission worked because he strayed away from the topic, and it seems like Amazigh and Ulumi had to go, which is a sad thing. But let's just rewind what just happened. So Saeed, who is a jihadi Muslim and says that he's going to take over, Islam is going to take over, was committing bid'ah about the verses of the Quran. And when he couldn't defend Islam anymore, he tried to shift to Christianity and then say that Islam is going to take over. Christianity is like, I don't give a fuck about Christianity. And also, it makes no sense. He wanted me to condemn Jesus. Why should I condemn Jesus? Jesus is a good guy. Nobody cares. Like, what's to condemn about Jesus? I mean, I don't need to believe him. I don't need to follow Christianity. It's like asking me condemn, I don't know. To me, it's like condemning Iron Man. I guess, like somebody like a fictional character everybody likes, like Superman, like condemn Superman, like Iron Man. I don't know. Why? Why? Like Muhammad was a pedophile, and he look what he has made with these Muslims. They made Muslims crazy. Like this guy Saeed. They can't fathom the fact that Muhammad did something, yet they follow the hadith, but they don't want to follow this kind of hadith. They follow the Quran, but they using innovations and their own judgment into the Quran, saying they know better than Allah. And yet they're jihadis saying Islam will take over. I mean, it's just this religion is so stupid upside down. Makes zero fucking sense. And this Iqra cartoon is telling us how beautiful Islam is and how immoral the kafirs are. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. Anyway, so I'm gonna, because we were talking about Morocco and I found this. Morocco, what not to do when visiting. Do's, don't. Actually wanted Amazigh to be here for this, but I think it's interesting anyway. Let's see.
Okay, guys, in this video, I'm going to give you some travel tips about what to expect when you come to Morocco, what you shouldn't do, conversely, what you should do, and generally some advice which is going to help you enjoy your time here more. If you come with an open mind, but with an educated mind, you're going to have a better time here. So, let's get straight on into it. Firstly, when you arrive, don't expect to get through passport control quickly. Security's pretty harsh here. There's going to be long queues. Personally, I had a good hour, but I've heard 3 hours isn't unheard of. It can really take a lot of time, so just expect that. Bring some patience with you always, and know that it can take time. There's no way around it. It is what it is. Secondly, when you come into the country, do not bring a drone. They're not allowed here. There's a good chance it'll be confiscated. You'll waste even more time being asked questions about it. Just leave it away. Do not bring a drone here. Now, another preparation tip, which is really commonplace for any country you visit, but make sure you bring plenty of different cards. Personally, I found that my normal bank card wouldn't work in any ATMs here. That was a Dutch issued Maestro card. Wouldn't work anywhere here, so completely useless to me. If I was relying on that, I'd have problems. My Visa card, on the other hand, that could be used in any ATMs that I use. That wasn't a problem, so I was glad to have that with me, but make sure you're prepared on that front always. On the other hand, the Visa card is useful in an ATM, but don't think that you can use that everywhere. Cash is king in this country, so you're probably going to end up always having cash withdrawn, but using a Visa credit or debit card to actually withdraw it. So leading on to that, as well as, of course, bringing money, make sure you bring some small denominations. Of course, you won't have that initially, but whenever you get the chance to get some change, get some change. Start collecting those 20 dirham notes. Start collecting the coins, the 10s and 5s. You're going to need them. You're going to be tipping all the time. Tipping is expected in this country, so be prepared for it. One thing I guarantee is not everyone will have change, or at least they say they won't have change.
This is very interesting. I wish Amazik was here because I wanted her to comment on this. And she had to go. So I guess, hey, Fang. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream earlier. Sorry, we didn't get to go through Morocco. Instead, I wasted time on a stupid Muslim trying to tell us that Islam is gonna take over the world, but with reason, and throwing away. Yeah, I'm doing live, Fang, and throwing away everything that the Quran says because it's inconvenient, and I'm following only few hadiths, and bid'ah is okay. By the way, I found this verse I was talking about. Chapter 2, Al Baqarah 216. Fighting in Allah's cause is ordained for you, where it's disliked by you, and it is possible that you hate a thing which is better for you, and it's possible that you like a thing which is bad for you, and Allah knows, and you do not know. So Saeed thought he knew better than Allah, but Allah says, I know and you don't. So, what does. Uh huh, uh huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Whoever dies, cause, will die a death of Jahiliyyah. The day Prophet said there is no hijrah, victory, jihad, good intention. Fighting is difficult. Blah, 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 blah. I guess if you wage jihad like this guy did, he said he was waging jihad, then it's okay to act like a dumbass and just lie about Allah's words because you were doing it in the name of jihad. So everything is excused. That's how they rationalize not following the Sunnah of the Prophet and not following what the Quran and the scholars say, and how every Muslim who comes up and talks to a kafir like me thinks that somehow they have knowledge better than me. I mean, everything goes in love and war, right? So that's what I do. Yeah, he is saying it. Thank you. Exactly this. He's saying to lie because it's jihad. Exactly. Everything goes. So even if he says, by the way, Fang Yang, if you wanna join the stream and talk for a little bit, you're more than welcome. But yeah, that's why even if he says he follows some hadith and those hadith that is difficult to accept. I mean, I would like to give the benefit of the doubt and say that this guy is really embarrassed by this and he doesn't like it and says wrong. But at the same time, when he does that, he's actually condemning Muhammad and he's condemning Allah and he's doing bid'ah. But if he's actually a jihadi, then he's just lying his ass off. And I mean, it's very clear when somebody who gets exposed and cannot defend it anymore tries to say Islam is going to dominate, that they were just full of shit. Anyway, you don't know how. Yeah, you need to have StreamYard. I mean, it's just go to StreamYard and you will get right on. If not, then I was about to close up shop anyway, since Amazigh cannot join. And Illumi also left, and guess she got bored by the Muslim. So this is the issue. I mean, people like when I debate these idiots, but I honestly wanted to talk about something completely different. I honestly can do without Muslims when I speak about Islam. I don't need their input. So yeah, I'll play a song, and if Fang, if you are not able to join after the song is finished, I will close up this stream. How about some Superman? Since I was talking about Superman. I told you to click the link on StreamYard, but you know what, Fang won, or you won. I think I'm gonna close anyway. Maybe you did. It's fine. You know what? We can we could talk maybe on. Okay, you really want to join, right? Okay, since you really want to join, let's see here. Well, all right. So you want to be on Clubhouse? All right. All right. I'm gonna close up. Thank you all for watching, and I think Saeed is a perfect way to show us why we should criticize Islam and stay away from Islam and keep mocking Islam. So next time, see you guys.